Stories with Sam, the Hubcap. Sam and I were sitting out front relaxing on the porch. A car went by that was missing a hubcap. Sam said, "Did you just see that car missing a hubcap?" Before I could respond, he followed up with, "That reminds me of a story." The story began. He said a long time ago we were heading home from a trip. He kept saying he can't wait any longer and that he really had to go to number three. I said, "Number three?" Sam said, "Yeah, number one and number two at the same time." He continued the story. They finally pulled into a gas station. Sam didn't waste any time and flew out of the car. As he ran inside, he made sure to hold his front and his back so there was no confusion on what needed to happen. As he got to the counter, the clerk nodded, so he knew that they were on the same page. But then the clerk handed him a hubcap. Sam said, "You want me to get a mop ready because you're going to need it?" And the clerk pointed to a key hanging from a string off the hubcap. Sam moved quickly, leaving the store and heading to the bathroom, which was located outside. He unlocked the car and ran inside, but stopped right in his tracks. There was poop everywhere. In the toilet, on the toilet, around the toilet, and on the wall. This was going to cause a real problem, but Sam had to make a choice. So he unzipped his pants and started peeing in the sink. As he was looking at himself in the mirror, he noticed some writing on the side of it and said, "Billy was here." Sam first wondered to himself, who is Billy? Was he the only one that didn't know who Billy is? But then he had another thought. Did Billy leave the message for me? How does he know who I am? How did he even know I was going to be here today? I didn't know that. Sam looked over to the huge mess of the toilet. He looked back at the mirror and then looked at the message again. He said to himself, "I got it. Billy is the one who made the mess. But why does he want everyone to know? Why does he want me to know?" Sam was really feeling uncomfortable and finally finished peeing. He looked back at the mess and noticed something he didn't see earlier. There was no toilet paper on the roll. He looked closer and also saw no used toilet paper in the toilet. There was someone walking around right now, very smelly, he thought. He then quickly realized it wasn't just someone, it was Billy. Out loud, he said, "Billy doesn't wipe?" Just from being in the bathroom, he started feeling dirty and wanted out of there. He turned the knob on the sink to wash his hands, but nothing happened. This was quickly becoming a nightmare. He never uses the bathroom without washing his hands, and after being around all the filth, he wants more than ever to wash his hands. He again looked at the message on the wall. Then he looked at the toilet and the missing toilet paper. Then the non-working sink. Billy doesn't aim. Billy doesn't wipe. Billy doesn't wash his hands. Sam started feeling sick to his stomach. He knew that right now Billy was out there giving high fives and shaking people's hands. He had to get out of there. As he reached for the door handle, someone behind started pounding on the door and jiggling the door handle. Audibly, Sam says, "This is not happening." Sam is panicking and doesn't know what to do. He looks around for another way out, but sees the hubcap land on the ground. He picks it up. He's not getting me too. Sam holds the hubcap up high and ready to swing. He reaches for the door handle and rips it open immediately, swinging the hubcap. After three quick shots to the head, he revs the car and they take off on the way back home. As soon as they arrive, Sam runs straight to his bedroom. He can't figure out how Billy set him up and it's driving him crazy. He keeps picturing the writing on the wall, and did they have anything to do with it? He found the snaps. He starts writing on the bedroom wall. He wrote, "Sam was here." Just as he finishes the final letter, his wife Cindy walks in the room, and the look came over her face that he's never seen before. I interrupted. "Wife? You said this was a long time ago." She replied back, "Yeah, this was like a year ago." I didn't know how to reply to that. All along, I thought this took place when he was much younger. Sam then shocked me with his next sentence. He said, he didn't know what Cindy was more mad about, the writing on the wall or the poop. I interrupted. I asked. The poop, Stan replied. Yeah, that's what I used to write on the wall. And where did you get the poop from? I asked. Sam said, in my pants, remember? Back at the gas station. I did number one in the sink and number two in my pants. I said, I guess I missed that part. Cindy's eyes were so wide open that Sam literally thought her eyeballs were going to fall out. Then she said, clean it now. But her voice sounded very deep and disturbing. Stan would look at her for a moment but couldn't maintain eye contact. Cindy repeated herself. Clean it now, she said, using the same creepy voice. Sam had an idea. He's been known to make her laugh before while she was upset, so he tried to figure out if there was another shot. He looked at the writing on the wall and then looked back at Cindy. He said, hey, that writing looks a lot like yours. Did you do that? Let me smell your fingers. And as Sam walked towards Cindy, he got this overwhelming feeling to just stop and back up. Sam tried again. Didn't we have a deal? I pay the bills and you do the cooking and cleaning. I think this falls under the cleaning. Sam was getting nowhere. Cindy suddenly began approaching. She lifted her hand up, which Sam was sure was a slap coming, but instead she grabbed a hold of his ear and twisted it. Sam yelled out, okay, okay, okay. I'll clean it, I'll clean it. Moments later, Sam had a bucket of soapy water, a sponge, and some gloves. He was watching the wall and Cindy came back in and checked the progress, only this time she found him naked from the waist down. In the soapy water was his pants and underwear. He turned around and he said, hey, look, I'm multitasking. Not too bad, huh? She just turned around and walked away. Sam knew eventually she would have to go to the store. That's when I'll try again.